Welcome to Tuesday's Tips from So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and have you ever wanted to install a snap? Well, it really is a snap to install a snap. What's nice with snaps is, well, you can get them in many different finishes. You can even get them that have no finish, that only has this little circle on it. It will almost look like an eyelet. They're all very easy to install, and they all have the same concept. Snaps come with 4 pieces. 2 are going to go for the top and 2 are going to go for the bottom. This particular one is only going to use these little teeth, and it's a nice one to use for very lightweight fabric. This piece and this piece are going to snap together, so you need to identify the backs of them. Both the backs will have a little groove in them, and that's where the teeth are going to fit into those grooves. And when you use the snap, you should put some type of an interfacing on your fabric, because you are going to give a tug on your fabric every time you open and close that snap. So it's good to give it a little bit of extra stability. So once you have your position marked, and you're going to push that little ring right through the fabric so the mark is in the middle, and you have those teeth sticking out. And you'll put the top and the bottom on depending on what you are making. So we have the ridge in the bottom, and the little part that sticks up is going to come up. And that sits right on top there. And with each kit, you're going to get a little bar of some sort that's going to help push those prongs into that little area. And this one has a hole in the bottom, and that hole is going to fit right inside there. Keep the post nice and straight and just tap it down. So it is very flat to that fabric. For the next side, you do the same thing. You find your marking and you push the teeth through the fabric, and making sure that you have the area where the teeth are going to go inside on top of the teeth. And if you're not sure, always give it a test, because once you hammer it in, it is permanent. You're going to take the same piece and it has the same shape. So you're going to place it on top, keeping it straight, and tap it in. And when you remove it, it is on nice and tight. So now the 2 snaps will go together. The next style is the same. Again, you have the top piece, which looks like the button, and you have the 2 pieces that are going to snap together. With this style, there's an actual post, so you will need a hole in your fabric. And it will come with a tool to put a hole in the fabric. So where your marking is, you're going to take this little tool, and it's like a little knife in there, so you're able just to put it down, and again, tap with your hammer. And this is a lot easier to do it if you do it on a very firm surface, and not your dining room table. And when you tap it, it's going to cut a hole in the fabric, and you will need a hole for both sides. I like to start with the top piece, and that top piece is going to go right through that hole. Then you need to put the corresponding piece on top of that post. And what will happen is that little post is going to bend inside. You're going to get a little disc that comes with 2 sides. This side has the little bump in it. It's going to go for the one side. This side has a little bowl, and that's going to fit the front of the button. So you're going to place the button right in that hole, and you will know that it fits. And then that goes on top. And then this next rod sort of has this little hexagon shape, and that is going to push that little rod out. So again, you're going to fit it right over top, and you can see that it fits really well. Just hammer it. And when you finish hammering it, you will see that inside post has been bent over, and this little bowl has protected the button. For the next side, same concept. You're going to put the back post in that little bump and fit it right through the hole. So to place this one on, you want the bowl coming up. And again, you're going to put it right on top, place it over top of that pin, and hammer down. So the little rod has pushed that post down, so it's now tight. The next one, again, is very similar to the last one. Same 4 pieces, the decorative top. The difference is when you put this one on, you use a set of pliers. These pliers come with the set, and they're made to put on snaps. They're not regular pliers. So you put the top piece on, and this is called the cap, and it's going to go through the hole, and you're going to put the socket on, and that's the piece that's raised. And the pliers will have either a piece that you take out and you can interchange, or they have little slots. You can see one has a little dimple in it and one end is smooth. The top or the cap is going to slide into this smooth piece. Do you see how that's going to fit in there? Then the fabric, then the socket. So you're able just to squeeze the pliers and it's going to push those two pieces together. And it's pushed that post so that it's nice and flat and the cap has not been damaged. So for the next piece, you need to put the post on. The fabric's going to go over top of the post. Now you need to put the stud on, and again it is a bowl shape and the bowl is going to come up so that the other piece will fit inside. You'll slide it right back into the pliers and use the end that has the little dimple in it, and that is going to fit right on that end. Make sure it's all lined up and just squeeze the pliers together and it will snap together. And if you find the snaps are not snapping together, you might need to just give them another squeeze with the pliers or another hammer just to make sure that that post inside has flattened nice and flat. So no matter what snap you do, it could be the snap that you tap on with a hammer or squeeze together with the pliers. They all have the same concept. They're very easy to do. And the bonus with using snaps is, well, you don't need to make buttonholes. Thank you for joining me today on So Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. And as always, come on back. Let's see what we're sewing next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.